Well, this is not like my usual content that I normally post. I'm not going off any scripts or anything like this for this. I'm just going to give a raw review / impressions of Wonka. I've seen the movie twice now. It come out last week in the UK, but it didn't come out till yesterday in the US and the rest of the world for some reason. Don't know. But like I say, I have to do a review for this because it is honestly the best movie I've seen this year. In a year with Indiana Jones, which I've even got Indiana Jones tattoos on myself. I hated that movie, but this one was amazing. If you were a fan of the 1977 version of this film, well, I won't say version of this film, I'll say the Glenn Wilder one, you will love this movie. There's so many nods and cheeks to it. It made me feel like I know I said this is played to death. It made me feel like I was young again. I grew up watching the 1977 version. I never liked the Johnny Depp one. Nothing against the actor. It was just not my cup of tea. But I always remember sitting down and watching the whole Golden Ticket and World of Imagination. Was always one of my favourite scenes in any film ever. I always remember the big elevator at the end of it. It used to scare my mum to death. What can I say? Went into this movie not expecting anything. I thought it were going to be some fucking woke garbage. I didn't know anything about it. Didn't know the actor. I didn't know the director. I just knew it was Willy Wonka. I went in not expecting much. I actually remember my first thoughts as he started singing at the beginning. I turned around to my sister and I went, "Oh, for God's sake, it's a musical." Because that's what I felt, because I know that a lot of musicals that come out nowadays are rubbish, unmemorable. They're just throwing songs here, there and everywhere, and it's just crappy soaking. Not this one. This is an old school fucking musical. Think on the lines of The Sound of Music, Mary Poppins. It's the same sort of magic them movies had, as well with a nostalgic twist of the Willy Wonka in the 1977. All I can say is that the plot starts with Willy Wonka trying to set up his own chocolate company, but the chocolate cartel of trying to stop him as much as they can because they know that he's new and bold and he's going to ruin all the business. I'll tell you what though, if you grew up in the UK watching horrible histories as a child and Little Britain and things like that, the actors in this, oh my god, the actors. First you got Matthew Baton, who was in Horrible Histories, as long as the guy who played Stupid Deaths. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. You got Matt Lucas, who's always funny to see. Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean, playing a very, very comedic practical role. It's never ending. Obviously you got Hugh Grant as well, but he ain't really in the movie that much, and the CGI is kind of the only thing I've got to say that were a bit of a letdown. Yeah, the music is so upbeat, and you can tell the cast when they made the film absolutely loved it. Blown away. It's not until I finished where I found out it was the guy who made Paddington who made this movie, and no wonder it is as good as it is. It's honestly a movie of 2023. If you haven't seen it, get out there and see it. I know a lot of negativities around it. Oh, we didn't need it. Glenn Wilder said he never wanted a prequel to Willy Wonka, and as soon as he died they put it into production. I know that, but honestly to God, if you do one thing this year, make this the biggest kids movie of the year. Don't make it fucking Super Mario, just a bunch of Easter eggs and no plot to it at all. This is a movie with heart and deserves to be